I'm Lee Spencer with the Racing Boys, and I've caught up with Karsyn Elledge. This was supposed to be like the perfect father-daughter weekend, but didn't really turn out that way.
Yeah, I think both of us ended up with a little bit of bad luck there towards the end. But to start off with the heat race win like that was pretty cool, and gave us the confidence to see that we could contend with these guys, hopefully. And Dad, he made all his laps, I don't know what was going on with him. He made all his laps, kept it on all fours, and I think he had a motor issue in the C last night, so that kind of ended his night early, and they didn't get to run this morning. But in the B, in the qualifier, I was caught up in everyone else's mess, and there ain't really a whole lot you can do about that. And we were really good, had a really good car in the H and the G today, but unfortunately, our night was ended by someone else's out of controlness. So, again, there really isn't a whole lot you can do about that. So I think the moral of my chili bowl would be not really anything I can do about much of it.
But, you got to kind of pat yourself on the back because you won a heat race, your first heat race and your first showing at the Chili Bowl. And, you won another race on Saturday. So I think you probably could have gotten a little bit further had you not been run over. But, when you get that far back in alphabet soup, that's kind of the risk you take.
Yeah, like I said, I can't really ask for a whole lot more because we were fast and I got laps, made all the laps. And they knew that we were here and they knew we had speed. And so we had a good showing, even though, the total results don't really show it. But Chad and Billy, running with these guys has been really, really awesome. And doing something you've never done before can be scary and challenging, but they've made it really smooth and really easy and simple to understand. And so Pristine Auction, KC Drywall, making my Chili Bowl dreams a reality. I can't thank them enough either. Like I said, we were here. They knew we were, and that's kind of all we can ask for right now.
I have to say, the first time I went by the Dom Motorsports trailer and saw Elledge on one of the cars, I was kind of surprised because initially I didn't see your dad's name on the entry blank. So when your dad told you that he'd be part of the 362 drivers that are out here when you made your debut, how did that hit you?
Well, they originally told me that we had the same prelim night, and so that I wouldn't say I was mad about it. I was just like, oh, Lord, of course, we're probably going to end up in the same heat race, same qualifiers, all that kind of stuff, but they were messing with me. But it was cool to be able to run this race with my dad because I've been saying all week, we haven't ran anything else together besides the Outlaw carts, and so even though we weren't, in the same races and on the racetrack at the same time, just to be here and both be racing a different kind of car at the same time was pretty cool.
And basically for 2019, what's your game plan?
We're trying to put it all together right now. The goal is to run the USAC season with Tucker Boat Motorsports, but we're, you know how that all goes. You got to piece it together piece by piece, race by race. So we're doing that. We'll start off in Florida for sure, and then I think we'll be at the first couple ones, and then after that, we kind of got to put some stuff together. But hopefully, we're going full USAC. We'll see.
I couldn't think of a better place for you than Tucker Boat because you got a lot of girl power over here and a lot of support, and I think they'll do a great job for you.
Yeah, these guys over here are really awesome, and like I said, doing something you haven't done is scary and challenging, and it can be really hard, but they have made it really smooth and simple and fun. Most of all, we've had a lot of fun, and it's easy to go to the racetrack and not have great results and kind of get bummed on yourself, but when you're doing it with a cool group like this, it's kind of hard to be upset.
I got to ask you because I'll get yelled at if I don't, but who was that crazy guy that walked up to you after you won the race? That was one of the most insane things I've ever seen, and quite frankly, pretty poor sportsmanship.
Yeah, I don't know. The start of the H, it was a little bit questionable. Even I was kind of like, I didn't mean for that to happen, I can see kind of where they would be upset, but I think it was kind of ignorant to yell during my interview and whatever, but that's the top of the ramp at Chili Bowl for you. That's where people get mad, so, whatever. We don't think about that stuff.
No, you take it all in stride and you move on, and you got a bright future ahead of you.
Thank you.